して バトラさんのことを好きなんですか？
That is a great question.
お母様。
Mother?
ああ、家庭的なことか。案外苦手なんだよな。この通り、ガサツな性格、レディーファーストとか。女の子の前では礼儀だから、強いて好みはそうだな。ジェシカみたいなタイプの俺がガサツなように、向こうもガサツがちょうどいいんだ。
Okay, understandable.
お互いよ、汚ねえ言葉遣いで気づかれなく、男女とか気にしないでバカがやれる。ラフな。だからもしも、俺に彼女、いつも俺がジェシカとバカやってるみたいに、は容姿の好み？別にそんなのは気にしねえ。まあ、洋画とかに出てくる金髪母音。最高だぜ。ちいちもませろー。
My man. Beatrice, listen. I'm giving you my love for Ushirome Battler. Become the kind of woman Battler wants. Take the golden hair he likes. Take the blue eyes he likes. Take this personality that matches his. And then, you must love him in my place. And then, if possible, you must be loved by him. I no longer love him. Please take my feelings that went unfulfilled. My feelings that I couldn't hold back. And make my wish come true. From this day forward, you are no longer the Rokenjima ghost that lives only to play pranks. From this day forward, you will become the master of this island and wait for the day that he comes to fulfill his promise. From this day forward, you will do this in my place. So from this day forward, you will no longer be me. Please forgive me for pushing all of my worries onto you, while I alone try to find happiness. From this day forward, you have the right to hate everything. From this day forward, you are the Golden Witch, Beatrice. And one day, you will destroy everything, revive everything. You will bring blessings to all lovers. When that happens, I pray that you and I will both succeed in finding happiness. From this day forward, you will no longer be me. From this day forward, I will no longer be you. The two of us will split apart, a single soul, and share it. And though, of course, neither of us will possess a complete soul, I'm sure our dreams will be more numerous than those of humans. Let us all be blessed, my dear Beatrice. No one will be able to see your form. However, I alone can see you. And if you are loved by many people, I'm sure that everyone will be able to see you someday. With love, they will be able to see us. What?
私たちは夢を見ているのか。こりゃ何の冗談だよ。
なんだ、南條先生を呼んできます。
ゴーだ、もういい。
Genji, who had been calm and silent through the whole thing, finally spoke. And his were the most reasonable words spoken. They called Nanjo here. Then what? Not only was there no arm to take the pulse of, there wasn't even a forehead to feel the heat of. Like leftover snow on a spring day, Kanon's form had been... Wait, he just like... Man just fucking got dusted on the game board? That's crazy. By now, not even a trace remained. His form had sparkled with a spray of gold, vanishing completely.
どこ行っちゃったの？ヨシア君、どこ？ヨシア君！ヨシア君！
さよなら、お嬢様。ジェシカ。
カノンさん。
僕たちはもう、それはつまり。でもこうして、僕たちは。
そうですね。私たちはここ。
僕たちには体なんて 悲しむ必要なんてない。
でもジェシカさん、
だからこれが、だから僕たち家具は
あなたはこれから
姿を失っても、そして話しかけることがで、もしもジェシカがその背中で、だからそう
良いことだと思います。
君はどうする？
バトラさんを密室から。
密室
Wow, I never thought I'd see the day Kanon laughed. After looking a bit taken aback, Kanon laughed gently. Beto, who hadn't expected to be laughed at, looked a little sour.
どうして笑うんで？私には大切なことなんです。
だって密室な、体のある人間たちの問題じゃないか。僕らはすでに肉密室なんか僕たちの妨げになるものか。
そんなのいい？だってチェーンロックとかガムテープ。
そうか、君は駒の世界じゃなくて、それより、だから僕たちとは違う制約があるらしい。
Oh well, Kanon stretched. It looked as though he was about to head out somewhere.
カノンさん、
I'ma head out.
敗者同士の仲さ。いいよ、僕が行ってきた。僕がお屋敷の客室へ行ってバトラ様を外に出し、入れ替わりでチェーンをかけて、代わりにクローズ。それでいいかい？
気持ちは嬉しい。でもカノンさんはいとこ部屋から出たくても。
Also, sorry, Yo said in red that it was impossible for Kanon. Unlike the next room over, the cousin room containing Kanon was a guaranteed complete closed room, even counting the windows. Not only did he have no way to save Badler, he couldn't even escape himself.
君の魔法で僕に力を。
私の
僕に。
私魔法の。
君は黄金の魔女。
私は魔法どころか密室トリックもわからない、ただの。
やれやれ。いいかいベアトリーチェ。
Oh, we're gonna get a
一
fucking...
度しか教えないよ。魔女ってのはね、
魔女ってのは
魔女ってのは謎を解かされる側じゃ。
謎を。
ああ、そうさ。どうして魔女が誰かの謎で頭を抱えるのは魔女の仕事じゃないだろう。
じゃあ魔女の仕事は？
僕の知ってる黄金の魔女、とびっきりの魔法で誰にもわからない難問に、誰にもわからない最悪の謎を作って徹底的に煙に巻いて相手に出された謎で頭を抱えるのはね、君じゃない。
悩むのは私。
後ろ宮バトラーをどうやって密室から出すか。チェーンロックの密室、バカバカしいね。なら君はそんなあいつらを悩ませてやろうじゃないか。僕の手を貸すよ。
Oh, hell yeah.
あいつらの方さ、地獄の悪魔をひれ伏して絶句する最悪の密室トリックを無限に使いこなす。そろそろ連中も思い出してもいい頃
バトラさんの密室よりも
だ。僕らそれを手に入れてる。
In the back of Beata's mind, images she remembered began to flit by one after another. The mansion, the guest house, the rose garden. Trick, mistake, lure, taunt, trap, laugh together. You know about this trick? I think I've seen something like it in a book before. Beata's eyes opened wider and wider. Countless lights circled around her, swallowing her up.
あともう一個。
なんです？
それ密室の魔女。
やっぱり私は。
Yes? Yes? Come on, let's go. Back to the church, right? Oh, it's reception time, okay. The marriage ceremony ended without any problems, and the reception was held inside the cathedral. As the Go Demons party raucously. Flounder can be seen leaning against a pillar, trying to escape from the noise. Then Gertrude appeared and whispered some kind of report to her.
それは本当ですか？
近景
Oh.
現在コーネリア補佐官が現場エリカ卿にも中心すべきかと存じ上げ。
わかりました。ご中心申し上げます。ガートルードは式典警備長準戦闘配備。
Ah, hell yeah.
御意。
Ah, hell yeah.
ご歓談中失礼いたします。
That's what I've been waiting for.
本式典警備長であります。私？なーに？なんかよ。だからはしゃぎすぎだって言ったのに。さすがにシャンパンタワーでボーリングはやりすぎだよ。少し油を絞られてきなさい。もう何よ。私なんかした？受付に差出人不明のラムダデルタ卿宛て。私非通知とそんなの捨てちゃって。それが何それ？これ届いたことある？いえ、受付の姉妹兵にすでに観光令を与えました。
The instant she saw that envelope, Lambda Delta snatched it away and lowered her voice. Fuck yeah, let's go. Bernkastel walked away and was apparently making fun of Attica. Nice. Bern, and of course Attica, were both drunk. If they were left alone, they'd probably forget about this. It's true that this envelope has no sender written on it. However, the seal done on it in gold leaf fulfills the same purpose. This seal is... Lambda Delta hid behind a pillar, ripped the envelope open, took out its contents and read them. Her eyes instantly started to glint. But she smiled like a kid who's just thought of a nasty trick. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck
いかが
yeah!
しますか？狙撃班は赤色弾ご許可をいただければ装填命令を出します。何言ってんのよ。今日はどんだけ豪華な来賓が万一参列者に流れ弾が。シエスタこの得体の新しい妹たちは向こう10年。了解。通常弾頭で対応するで。煉獄の7姉妹に監視をつけますか？いるわけないでしょ。だって7杭はバトラの。どうして味方に監視をつけちゃうの？とにかく警備を。まあそこそこにちゃちゃっと厳重にしなさい。先ほどガートルード上席補佐官より理由は不明であります。ガートルードが？じゃあ勧告に従っちゃいな。パーティーは賑やかな方がいいってことでしょ。了解であります。
Fuck yeah, fuck
WO
yeah!
よりシエスタ17、シエスタ38、シエスタ45、コード R、警戒発令、レベル2で待機を伝達。17、コ38、45、了解。そこでコピーといえばかっこいいのに。焦っちゃってつい。そうそう40。ちょっとこっち来て。なんです？ちょっとダメ。耳をいじ耳。おったくん。なんですって？冗談でしょ。ありえない。現在コーネリア・ベアトリーチェがここを襲撃する披露宴を中断されて退避されることを。どうしたの？何か余興に手違いでも？いいえ、我が主。誰かメルンカステル卿に梅干しワインのおかわりを。
Had a good damn time to hide her agitation. When Bernkastel saw this, she knew that their final, late guest had finally arrived. Yeah.
ルシネ、ゲストハウスで動きがあったそうよ。ゲストハウス？ゲーム版のことなんか今はくだらない話だよ。それが密室のいとこ部屋からカノン君が失踪した。はあ？あんた分かってんの？いとこ部屋は扉も窓も完璧。失踪なんて不可能だわ。いや、私間違いない。カノンはいとこ部屋に姿を消している。いとこ部屋のどこかに隠れてるとか、あるいは最初からうまくごまかしてもともと部屋に入ってなかったとか。不可能だわ。いとこ部屋にはエリカ卿が読み上げた特定個人数名以外のごまかして逃れることは不可能だわ。どうやってユングフラウの封印結果よ。いや、それよりカノンは一体どこへ？至急探しなさい。
Fuck yeah, let's go! At that moment, the cathedral suddenly went black. The surprised commotion of the guests filled the cathedral.
来たわね。
Fuck yeah, she is.
WO よりコード R 警戒シエスタ17電源ネガティブ管理室スタッフとの通信が途絶中オールシエスタコードレッドロックンロール
Rockero.
コピーコピー了解じゃなくてコピー
The sniper teams in the chandeliers all released their safeties at once. The entire security team down in the hall loaded their ammunition.
エリカ卿控室へ退避をここは危険です何が危険なこの世界の領主は私その私が何に怯えて逃げろガートルード要人警護結コーネリアを至急呼び戻すのです近景対応中なり結界あんたらの無様でみっともない結界で婚礼衣装の私をなんたる侮辱
This disturbance made even Badler groan as he sat in the next seat over like a doll. Yes. Even with the soul sealed, Badler probably realized that something strange was going on. Yes. Yes.
遅かったじゃないねラムダそうね待ちくたびれちゃったわねさっきのあれ誰からのラブレターファンレターラムダちゃんファンクラブの
Lambda Delta played dumb and munched some popcorn. Then the lights finally turned on. It was clear that during that blackout, Beatrice had snuck in somewhere nearby, possibly even inside the cathedral itself. Yes, the whispering demon attendants all realized it as well. Whose scheme was this, and what were they doing? Though it may have been imprudent, they were looking forward to this, and an excited chatter filled the cathedral. Oh, hey, Goff's back.
来たみたいねあなたもう戻って
Of
き
course
て
they
いい
didn't
んで
let
す
her
か
come back. They just got distracted and she
私ほら
fucking...
牢屋って意味ない
Oh, yeah, that too. We threw her in a cell. You threw the bitch that can just summon portals in a cell. Huh, you know what? We didn't think about that one.
確かに
でもリーチェバトラの密室もいとこ部屋もそして唯一可能性のあった隣部屋も全て封じられてしまったどうやってバトラを救い出す気なの
お嬢様が何かのトリックとなればそれをエリカ卿に突きつけるべく乗り込んでくるは必
しかしこの大勢のシエスタ兵たちが
Oh,
相手では
fuck yeah.
まさかこんなに隠れていたなんて無理だわ縫い殺されてしまう
Rabbit ears dashed all about the hall. Incredible that she could remain hidden and unnoticed with so many people around.
エリカに一度だけ肉薄するチャンスがあれば五分の勝負までは持ち込めるわ
なるほどしかしそのアイテムをお嬢いつも面倒くさがっていくらご用意しても嫌われていましたからな
What, cookie?
やれやれ最後まで世話の焼けるお嬢様だ
Amid the crowd, Ronove took something out and showed it. When Virgilia saw, she understood what that in his hand meant. True, with that, it should be possible to stop the attacks from the Chester troops.
まあエリカに聞かなきゃ問題はたった一度でもいいからシエスタたちはそれを断固阻止するはずよリーアなら
Oh, I love this.
その時間をプレゼントできそうね
Oh? Virgilia gave a small nod. However, the problem was the two Chester troops standing at her back. Since the time she tried to jump out in front of the procession, she'd been marked constantly. It was possible, with Virgilia's vast magical power, to momentarily take out all the Chester troops in the cathedral. That would only gain a short bit of time, but it would be enough to confront Attica. The Chester troops knew this, so they kept a close eye on Virgilia with tense faces. At that moment, the great cathedral door was blasted to bits. The fragments became bright gold butterflies, which danced across the room in a beautiful blizzard of gold leaf. That golden storm slowly faded away. Then, at the entrance to that red-carpeted path to the grave, a calm, majestic figure was...
警護隊射殺せネガティブ身元照合中
Delano ordered the guards to shoot the intruder right away, but Chester 00 didn't respond. Was it because she had been warned about shooting the guests? And was afraid of the consequences of possibly shooting a drunk guest pulling some sort of prank? No. 00 just coolly and calmly carrying out her duties.
おやこれはてっ
きりご欠席かと思っていましたよ。
The pair faced each other from either end of the long red carpet. However, in between them stood several dozen Chester honor guards.
最高の来賓であるあなた、ご心配申し上げ、でもせめて披露宴には間に合ってよかった。
Yeah, the laugh, baby! Beato laughed. That chuckle made Battler's eyes quiver slightly. Fuck yeah.
お前は
Yeah, that smirk!
待たせたな、フルドエリカ。
Hell yeah!
祝福に来たぜ。
She had an overpowering and evil presence about her, strong enough to make anyone shiver. Was there really any need to confirm her identity now? Who else could possess such an overwhelming presence?
ベアトリーチェー、
地獄で会おうぜはわらわの好む別れの合図。
身元確大ベアトリーチェ教と確認。
まさにここがそうだぜ、フルドエリカ。
At that moment, the two Chester troops standing behind Virgilia slumped over and fell to the floor. Ronove had touched the bases of their big ears from behind. It was clear that he had applied some sort of magic.
どなたかお医者様、お嬢さん方が貧血の。
オールシエスタ、オープンファイヤー。ベアト、今です。
Just an instant before the Chester troops could fire, Virgilia raised her arms to the heavens. Her magical power was more than enough to remind all present what her name had meant at the height of her strength. It became a spirit wave that exploded throughout the cathedral. Its shockwave made the stained glass windows shatter and colorful glass shards poured down everywhere. Fuck yeah!
冷戦防御、復旧急げ。
Yeah! However, all of the Chester honor guards who didn't have spirit particle defenses toppled over like dolls. Fuck yeah. The ceiling snipers were defended and able to avoid a crash. It would take several minutes before the system could be rebooted. That span of time should be enough to reach Etika. However, it wouldn't be possible to defeat Etika in just a few minutes. There was no way they'd be able to carry Battler away in that time. What else could they use this precious time for? Beato dashed down the red carpeted path. She ran down the path to the grave, which was lined by Chester troops lying there like corpses. She had called this place Hell. In that case, running from Hell to the grave was actually going backwards. Beato's figure dashing through the corpse-ridden path truly symbolized her resurrection.
お嬢様、これを。
もらうぞ。
As she dashed, she snatched something white from Ronove's outstretched hand. There was no longer anyone blocking her path to Etika. However, that instant, a golden thread came from in front of her, rapidly sewed through the red carpet towards her like a sewing machine.